It's Saturday afternoon. Now, people, I just have to mention this again. Woo! Okay, just to let you guys know, our usual listeners know that we're on SoMetro Radio, but we are on other stations as well. So whichever station you are tuning in on, I want to say a big hello and welcome. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have SoMetro Radio, of course, SoMetro UK, Divas on 24, Oak Cliff Nation, and yes, sir, FM. We are live. We are popping loud. A big welcome back to K-Rose.
Good morning, good afternoon, Avani.
Oh my God! Today's show topic, people. And just in case you are going through this, or you know someone who is, even though it's the new year, I thought I would mention this. When your boss and or your co-workers want you out of your job, is it because they just don't like you? And why is it that some people are just so jealous of others? This is what we've been talking about today, isn't it, K-Rose?
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a touch. People, you don't seem to understand. I want to do this show because, yes, this is a new year. We are in 2016. But if you're still in the same job that has been getting on your nerves for quite a while now, and you are thinking about making the change, you know something? Maybe this is the year you're going to have to take that jump. Make the change, because life is short and you don't want to be miserable forever. Okay, that it's just not fun to be in a job that you absolutely hate. So there's no reason, to stay there and just put up with people and their foolishness. You don't have to do that, people. Okay, we are giving you permission, just in case you needed that little helping hand to say, I've got to get out of here. Once and for all, I'm leaving all you crazy people behind. It's time to go. Time to do something else for me. Whatever that may be, you will work it out, or if you already know what you want to do, but and there's other reasons why you might want to leave. See, before the break we were talking about favoritism and things like that. Now I know you guys are going to read that post about the signed your co-workers. See, well, they say secretly, but it's not really secretly, is it? Because they're letting you know, innit? Whether they're not saying it directly to your face, their actions are letting you know. So people, you can read that because we're posting that at ask-avani-show on Twitter, and we're also posting it on the Ask-Avani-Show Facebook group page, just for your enjoyment, isn't it, Karen?
Just for their enjoyment. But as you said, you're going to go through some of them, but some are specific to gender, and there are some where, male or female, you just got some aces that you work with, and they just don't like people. And I hate it when a person doesn't have a happy life, so they don't want anyone else to be happy. That drives me nuts.
You said it. You just hit the nail on the head. Now, okay, number one, I can definitely say this is part of the reasons, apparently, why your co-workers may secretly hate you. Your gut tells you they don't like you. I think that's very straightforward, don't you?
Oh, yeah. You can, if you listen to your gut feeling, a lot of people try to avoid it, or they don't recognize or they don't want to recognize that someone doesn't like them. Listen, if that's going on, people, that's their issue, though. They don't like you. That's their problem. Right. You can't make them, some people are just nasty and they got nasty. And that's the kind of people you want to avoid anyway. If they're nasty like that, who wants to be around them? They don't smile when you're around. I mean, do I really care? You sour. You could be sour on your own. That's fine. I mean, things like they can't maintain eye contact with you and they avoid you. Again, if they feel that uncomfortable around you, that's on them. Why are they bringing that? That's like playground behavior. Why are they bringing that to the workplace? Listen, you have to like me. Stay out my way. That's fine. Don't try and mess with me, though. See, now, the ones that want to get up in your business, I've had those ones. I can picture her now. Remember I told you about somebody I called Alpaca, K-Rose? Yes.
I can picture her standing over me, and she was so tall. Okay, she just used to stand over you like some goodness, and you just be thinking, what is wrong with you? Because you are just so weird. Some people are just weird, and because they can't. Oh, I must tell you this, K-Rose, now. Have you ever noticed? I mean, I can do this very well, and I'm sure there's some people out there that can do this too. You can talk to people, especially the nosy ones, when they're trying to find out your business, okay? But you're not actually telling them anything. So they realise eventually, after they've walked off,
oh, I've been trying to press her for information about her life and her personal life and all this, and she wasn't really telling me anything, even though she was talking 19 to the dozen. I actually didn't get any information out of her. And you know, that drives them nuts. And I've become a pro at doing that because I know it winds them up. I'm thinking, you're too nosy and you don't need to know my business. But I'm not going to tell you that outright, because why do I need to tell you that? You should already know. If I'm not telling you, then I don't want you to know, innit?
Well, that's because they can milk other people for information. Other people give them the information they want, and they're able to manipulate those people.
They ain't going to manipulate me because I ain't telling them nothing. You just mentioned that. Number 5, they feed the rumour mill. But that's fine. You can make as many rumours as you want. From when I know it ain't true, I ain't messing with you. Oh my God, I must say, one time I went somewhere. Actually, I ended up working there permanently for about a year or so. And there was another one. She was so lazy, but she wanted to be the centre of attention. And she'd been there for like 20 plus years. So everyone sort of was supposed to bow down to her. Okay. And I was basically, I think I was online. Obviously I was doing my work, but I was online, and I was on my social media, and I was contacting people. And I was doing music stuff in work time and all sorts of stuff. But as long as I did my work, they couldn't say nothing to me.
Right.
But she saw me, okay, and she was wondering what am I typing? Because I was typing something. I can't remember what I was typing now. And you know what I told her? Because she's so nosy, right? I turned around to her and I said, oh, I'm playing a game with my friends. And she was like, oh, yeah, what kind of game is that? And I said, oh, somebody has to write a paragraph and send it, and then the next person in the line carries on the paragraph. We're writing a book, I told her. And we're going to see what comes out with everybody's ideas. Each person has to continue from where someone else has left off. That's what I told her. And I wanted to see how fast she was going to blurt that out to the world, because she's the kind of person, you tell her anything and, 5 minutes later it's around the world kind of thing. But it was interesting to me that I don't think she said that much to anyone. Because the reason why I did it, right, I'll tell you why. And this is actually quite funny. And again, you guys over here, especially in the UK, you probably know this has happened to you or someone you know. Basically, I had a colleague who had told her something about her personal, body, okay? And this one, Miss Nosy, who I can't remember, I'll let you know later, she basically had spilled her guts to everybody in the office about this person's personal, physical problems. And I remember thinking, oh my God, couldn't you think to not tell nobody that? Didn't you realise that she would have told you that in confidence? You don't talk about them type of things with just anybody and blurt it out for the world to hear, do you?
Well, you're not supposed to.
No! I remember thinking, and the other girl was obviously mortified, and I'm just thinking, how are you going to be telling people that? Oh my God. I remember looking at her thinking, you see, this is why you don't tell that one nothing. Because her mouth is so big. Oh my God. I mean, there's people in different places. If they tried to mess with me, I always gave them a nickname, which helped me get through my day. So every time I saw them, I would refer to them as that nickname in my head. Now, as I told you about alpaca, there was Croc, there was Croc, so it was alpaca. These are different people in different offices, I might add. Remember, I told you I was a temp, right? So there was somebody like that. So there was alpaca, there was Croc, there was Snake Face, there was Meerkat Weasel, which actually was a guy, funnily enough. There was Minotaur or Minotaur, however you want to pronounce it. Now, you know what that is, right?
No, I don't. What's a Minotaur?
You know, Kayla. I know you know.
Is it like a sci-fi character or something?
No, it's a mythical half man, half bull.
Oh, half man, half bull. Okay, because I was thinking, what is a centaur or something?
No, that's a horse, isn't it? I think that's half man, half horse.
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen, people, it's getting up to their mythical creature status. When someone's getting on your nerves, you have to find a name for them. But it was the perfect one. And listen, I wasn't the only one who gave her a nickname one day because she was upsetting somebody. The other girl called her a bear.
Wow.
So she said, oh, she just stopped him through the office.
This was a woman that was half man, half bull?
Miserable. She was miserable, man. She was sour. And she wanted to be like in control of it. Have you ever noticed as well, you go into the workplace, people, I know you notice, you go into the workplace and there's always the one or two or whoever it is who want to be in control, but they're not actually the boss.
Right. They want to be the boss and they can do the job better than the boss, but they're not the boss and will never be the boss.
know. And they're just, the way they carry on, you're just looking at them thinking, oh my God, who died and, supposedly made you queen or king? Because obviously somebody's not going to make you the boss because they know that you ain't cut out for the job because you'd be a tyrant.
Well, the person you're talking about now, that type person is like 6, 7, and 8 on your list. They don't acknowledge your presence. They're short with you, and they give you negative body language. That's all rolled up into one person.
Yeah, so why would you want them around you anyway? And you definitely don't want them as your boss because I'm sure there'll be a lot of people leaving in droves if certain people became the boss. That's how people, they speak with their feet. They sort of say, oh, no, I'm not working under that. I'm leaving. I'm just leaving. Oh my God. See, number 9, Kairos, link 9. The consequences of shunning someone in the workplace. Now, people think that they're clever when they're trying to do that. Okay, I know you guys out there know about this. People think that they're clever if they find a way to try and alienate you. But you see, what they don't seem to understand is they tried that foolishness with me. I must tell you that. They tried it, okay? But I'm quite happy in my own company. So you ain't hurting me. And I remember one time I was walking out to lunch and this same alpaca was with someone else. And that other girl, she was a bit nicer. But she said to me, you're always so happy, aren't you? She goes, you're quite smiley and you're quite happy in your own company, aren't you? And I just smiled at her and I just sort of carried on walking past the light to say, yes. I don't need to be around that. And as I said, alpaca, she's one of them pack animals. She can't be on her own. And one day, everyone had finally managed to get out of her grasp, and she was left sitting there and looking at me. And I remember thinking, no, because what she was trying to do was she didn't want to be on her own. It was lunchtime. She didn't want to be on her own. I made an excuse. I found a way to get out of there. I said, listen, sorry, I've got to go now. I've got things I need to do. And I left her to it because I thought, I'm not going to be fake with you. I'm not going to sit here pretending to keep you company when I can't wait to get away from you. If it means hiding out in the toilet or something, that's what I'm going to do.
Well, she's the type person that she needs to have people around her, but she needs to be the person that's that leads the group, but she has to have a group or she's not happy.
Yeah, but see, look, that's not good because when you get older or as you go through life, if you can't be on your own, that's a sad state of affairs, people.
But there are a lot of people like that, and those people are the same ones that want to lead people, and they're the ones that want to tell everybody where to go to lunch every day and gather up the lunch group every day.
Oh, you hit it on the head. That's exactly what she was like. And I remember thinking, you need to just get a life because it's really ridiculous. So basically, if you have supposedly displeased her, what you're going to get is this shunning, which is basically she tried to isolate me. That didn't work because I don't care. She tried to see if it would decrease the productivity. Again, I don't care. I'm here to do the job. So you ain't stopping my flow getting the work done because I need to get the work done to get my money. So bye-bye to you. Okay. Poor communication. Again, when people don't want to tell you something or they want to give you half the story or they want to blame you for something that's happened and you're thinking, again, no, and more no. It ain't going to happen, people. And she tried to lower my morale, which, again, you cannot do that. You cannot keep a good person down. Come on now. I'm freezing out.
Not a good leader person. She can manipulate, and whoever that was in your life, they had done it before, and they could control people, and they had people that followed them, and they had people they could control. So they don't do it they don't do it if they couldn't do it. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And so if everybody was like you, they couldn't be like they are. They'd have to change. But most people are not like you.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care. Because in my mind, when you're destined to do something else, oh, God, I've got to give you the joke, Karo. It's so funny. I remember one time I was at the office with these girls, right? And I don't know if people notice sometimes it feels like Roadhog Day and it feels like you never leave the office because you're there so much and then you go home and then you're killing yourself to get back in the next morning and you're so unhappy. You think, oh, God. And it just feels like the day, it just never ends, okay? And I remember going in one morning and she sort of said to me, oh, you have to I can't remember what it was, something was happening. And she said, oh, you're going to have to get used to this. You're going to be here for the next 35 years. And I burst out laughing. I looked at her and I looked up at her because she was, again, standing over me, the usual tactic. And I looked at her and I just burst out laughing. And she looked at me and her face was like, why are you laughing? And I looked at her like to say, oh, hell no. I ain't going to be here in 35 years' time. definitely ain't going to be working with you. I thought that was hilarious. I thought